Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to learn how to simplify the expression involving the surd. Let's look at the first example. So how do we simplify the surd 8? Surd of 8 we can rewrite into the 4 multiplied by 2. And now the square root of surd of 4, we can split them into the surd of 4 multiplied by surd of 2. Surd of 4 can be simplified into 2 because square root of 4 equals to 2. You can calculate this by calculator. And this is multiplied by square root of 2. So the final answer is 2 surd 2. For the surd of 50, for the example B, surd of 50, we can split the 15 into 25 multiplied by 2. Why we do so? Because 25 can be written as a surd of 25 is equal to 5. Then after that, we have to split them into the surd of 25 multiplied by surd of 2. Surd of 2 is just kind of simplest form. So we just simplify surd of 25 because 5 surd of 25 equals to 5 and multiplied by surd of 2. So this is the simplest form. For this example, we need to simplify surd of 20 by split the 20 into 5 multiplied by 4. So plus the surd of 5 over the second term. And after that, we simplify this by splitting this square root into the surd of 5 multiplied by surd of 4. And this is add by the surd of 5. So surd of 4 can be simplified into 2 surd of 5 plus the second term is 1 surd of 5. And you can see this as 2 apple plus an apple. You got 3 apples. So the apple is representing your surd 5. So now final answer is 3 surd of 5. For the next example, 5 surd 3 minus surd of 27. So 5 surd 3 is kind of the simplest form. We just write it down. And what we need to simplify is a surd of 27. By splitting a 27 into 9 multiplied by 3, I can see that I can split it further into surd of 9 multiplied by surd of 3. So surd of 3 is the simplest form. We just need to simplify surd of 9, where the surd of 9 equals to 3. So similar to the concept that we apply on the question just now, the previous question, we can see this as a 5 apple minus 3 apples. So we got the 2 apples, where the apples is representing the surd of 3. Or you might use this approach, factor out the surd 3 because surd 3 is a common factor between these two terms. And inside the bracket, after you have factored out the surd 3, the first term we have 5 and the second term we have 3. 5 minus 3, you got 2. So finally, we have a 2 surd 3. You can use the apple concept or apple approach. Apple approach means that you will see this as a 5 apple minus 3 apple. You have 2 apples, where the apples is representing surd 3. Or you might use the factor out the surd 3, and in the bracket you got a 5 minus 3. So either approach will be fine. For the example E, first term 12 surd 2, the surd number already in the simplest form. Copy it down, nothing to be simplified. But we can see that we have a surd 72 at the second term. Alright, 72, I will rewrite it into the 36 multiplied by 2. After that, 36, surd of 36, I will split this into the surd of 36 multiplied by surd of 2. So surd of 36 can be simplified as 6 because 6 multiplied by 6 equals 36. Okay. So this becomes, I use a dot to represent the multiply. This is 6. Alright. Multiplied by surd 2. So I have my 12 surd 2. Just multiply 3 and 6, you got 18. 18 surd 2. So similar to the question above, we just either use the concept of the apple approach. Apple approach means that you will see this as a 12 apples. plus 18 apples. So total you got 30 apples, where this is your 30 Surd 2. Apples is representing the Surd 2. Or you might either take out the factor out the Surd 2, and after you have factored out the Surd 2, you have a 12 left inside the bracket for the first term, and the second term you have a 18. So add up the 12 and 18, you got 30. 30 multiplied by Surd 2 is a 30 Surd 2. Alright, either approach will be fine. Okay, now we move to the next question. Alright, come to the question F. I got Surd 50. Surd 50, it can be written as 50 can be written as 25 multiplied by 2, where I would like to find the Surd 25 later, because Surd of 25 is equal to 5. For the second Surd number, I got 32 inside my Surd. So I would like to write the 32 into 16 multiplied by 2. 16 multiplied by 2 equals to 32. So Surd of the 16 later on, it can be written as a 4. Alright, so we try to find this kind of number so that easy for us to simplify. And 72, we actually can write it into 36 multiplied by 2. And Surd of 36 later on, it can be converted, it can be written as 6. So now we have, for the first term, I will split this into Surd 25 multiplied by Surd 2 plus Surd of 16 multiplied by Surd 2 minus Surd of 36 multiplied by Surd 2. Okay, so Surd of 25, you can easily get the answer. That is a 5 multiplied by Surd 2. And Surd of 16 is 4 Surd 2 minus the Surd of 36 is a 6 Surd 2. Okay, so now you can see this as a 5 apple plus 4 apple minus 6 apple, because you got the Surd 2 for all these three terms. Alright, or you might factor the Surd 2 out, and you have a 5 inside the bracket for the first term, 4 for the second term, and 6 for the third term. Then you simplify whatever inside the bracket. You got 9 minus 6, you got 3. Finally, your answer is a 3 Surd. Right, we have question G, example G. For this question, I would like to expand first. Surd 2 multiplied by 3 will be 3 Surd 2. Surd 2 multiplied by 2 Surd 2 will be negative. Okay, we follow the sign. Positive multiplied by negative, we got negative. And 2 is from here. Surd 2 multiplied by Surd 2, I got 2. Alright, we have a Surd A multiplied by Surd A equals to A. Okay, so you have your 3 Surd 2 minus 4. So we will check whether anything that we need to simplify. So I think this is the simplest form. We accept this as final answer. Now we proceed to the next question. For the example H, slightly different from previous question. We need to expand power of 2. So but before we expand, I would just write down this. Surd 3 plus Surd 5 multiplied by Surd 3 plus Surd 5. And now we start to expand. Surd 3 multiplied by Surd 3, Surd 3 multiplied by Surd 5 plus Surd 5 multiplied by Surd 3 plus Surd 5 multiplied by Surd 5. This is how we expand. So let's look at Surd 3 multiplied by Surd 3, that will be 3. Surd 3 multiplied by Surd 5, that will be Surd 3 multiplied by Surd 5. We just write it down like that. Alright, and then Surd 5 multiplied by Surd 3, another positive. You got a Surd 5 multiplied by Surd 3. And lastly, positive Surd 5 multiplied by positive Surd 5, you got 5. Then now we collect all the like terms together. Like term meaning that the term, the term with the number, we just collect together. 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. And the term with the Surd number, we will determine whether these two terms can be collected together or not. Is it the Surd 3 multiplied by Surd 5 equals to the Surd 5 multiplied by Surd 3? Yes, because both equals to surd of 15. Alright, you are taking the 3 multiplied by 5 and they both they share one surd. So this is equal to surd of 15. And nothing can be simplified, we just leave this as our answer. Yes, sorry, this has to be 2 because we got a surd 15 over here and the other one surd 15. So you got 2 surd 15. So the final answer is 8 plus 2 surd 15. For this example, we shall expand first. We have a surd 2 minus surd 3 multiplied by surd 2 minus surd 3. This means by power of 2. And now I'm going to expand this. Surd 2 multiplied by surd 2, you got 2. Surd 2 multiplied by surd 3, alright, you got a positive surd 2 multiplied by negative surd 3, you got negative sign. And you got surd 2 multiplied by surd 3. Negative surd 3 multiplied by positive surd 2. Again, you got negative surd 3 multiplied by surd 2. And lastly, you got negative surd 3 multiplied by negative surd 3. You got positive 3. So again, similar to the previous question, you need to collect all the like terms. 2 plus 3, that is 5. Alright, and surd 2 multiplied by surd 3 just can be written as a surd of 6. Alright, so you got a negative surd of 6 minus the other surd of 6. You got a 5 minus 2 surd of 6. Alright, now we shall see a little bit harder question. For this example, we just need to write down the two factors involving surd before we expand. And after that, we can start to expand. 2 surd 3 multiplied by 2 surd 3. 2 multiplied by 2, that will be 4. And surd 3 multiplied by surd 3, that will be 3. So we got a 4 multiplied by 3 for the first term. Second term, I'm going to take the 2 surd 3 multiplied by negative 3 surd 2. So 2 positive multiplied by negative, I got my negative. And 2 multiplied by 3, I got 6. Surd number multiplied by surd number, that would be surd 3 multiplied by surd 2. I can write it as the surd of 6. Alright, for the third term, the same thing, similar to the second term. Negative multiplied by positive, you got a negative. 3 multiplied by 2, that will be 6. Surd 3 multiplied by surd 2 multiplied by surd 6. Surd 3, we got the surd of 6. Lastly, negative multiplied by negative, you got positive. 3 multiplied by 3, 9. Surd 2 multiplied by surd 2, you got 2. So this is the way we expand. After that, you simplify the first term. You should get 12. Alright, minus 6 apple, as if that the surd 6 is your apple. Negative 6 apple minus 6 apple, that will be negative 12 apple. But don't write apple, you just write the surd 6 to represent your apple. And plus 9 multiplied by 2, that will be 80. And now you need to simplify the number and the surd number. Surd number, I think this is the simplest one. Now 12 plus 18, you got 30. 30 minus 12, 6 is the simplest answer. Question K. You got a surd 3 minus surd 5 multiplied by surd 3 plus surd 5. Let's see what happens. Surd 3 multiplied by surd 3, that will be 3. Surd 3 multiplied by surd 5, that will be positive multiplied by positive. Take care of the sign first. Then surd 3 multiplied by surd 5, you get surd of 50. Okay? Then the other one is negative surd 5 multiplied by positive surd 3, you get negative surd of 50. Negative surd 5 multiplied by positive surd 5, you still will get negative sign. And you got 5 over here. So what you can see is, now you can see the surd number just disappear like that. And you left negative 2. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. And positive surd 15 minus surd 15, that will be 0. And this is the last example for this video. For this question, we just expand as the question before. Expand 2 multiplied by 2, you got 4. Surd 3 multiplied by surd 3, you got 3. And 2 surd 3 multiplied by positive surd 7, you got positive. 2 surd of 21, because 3 multiplied by 7 is 21, minus surd 7 multiplied by 2 surd 3, that would be negative 2 of a surd of 21. Alright, and the last one, the last term is negative surd 7 plus surd 7 multiplied by positive surd 7. You got negative 7. So what you can see, this first term, you can actually multiply 4 multiplied by 3, you get 12. 12 minus 7, I bring it to the front, so that later on we can simplify. And what you can see now is the term which containing the surd will be cancel off each other, because positive surd of 21 minus 2 surd of 21 is 0. So end up you got 5. So please I want to draw your attention to these two questions. So if for the K and L, there is a similarity between these two questions, because you can see that one factor is a negative, the second factor is a positive, and the first term, second term, they are actually having the same surd number. When you have in this case, normally when you expand it, automatically you will get just a real, just a number, just an integer without the surd number. Alright? Thank you for watching.